Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Houston Sports Talk back with the video today, and we're here to talk about Astros' recent transactions. They made about 5 today. No trades, just a couple sending a couple optioning a couple players down to Sugarland, designating someone for assignment, selecting the contract of a player, which I think y'all pretty much know who that player will be. You'll just have to wait for a minute. And then activating a player. So, yeah. Let's get started. So, first, the Houston Astros DFA'd Dafael Rodriguez, a relief pitcher for the Astros. Was in and out of the minors. Did not really do that much for the Astros, but was a nice little piece for the Astros to use when they had injury problems. Right now they're not really having a lot of relief injury problems right now because they just traded for all these relief pitchers right now. Only injuries they have for relief pitchers are Andre Scrub, Josh James, and Pedro Baez. Really that doesn't really mean anything because Pedro Baez and Josh James have not pitched one time for this team. Andre Scrub might mean a little bit. But he's not that great. Sometimes he can be good. That's the thing about him. But yeah, he was. I'll be honest. Dafael Rodriguez was a nice little piece to use in May. I liked using him in May at that time of area because there was a lot of injuries in May and a little bit of June as well. And he came out there in May and June and it did all right. So, yeah, let's get into his stats. His career stats with the Astros, he was 0-1, only played 2 seasons, and like I said, was in and out of the majors and minors. 0-1, he was 0-1, 4.50 ERA, gave up 19 hits, gave up 10 walks, 11 strikeouts. Played 9 games, 0 game starts. He's a relief pitcher. 16 innings pitched. He did all right, but not the best. And he was very young. He got drafted in 2016. So, yeah. Moving on, the Astros did option Brian Abreu to Sugarland. I would assume Brian Abreu is going to come back to the Major League roster. You just give it some time. He'll probably be back up here, which, Brian Abreu is kind of like Andre Scrub. He's off and then he's on. He does good things and then he does bad things. I've noticed a little bit of improvement from Brian Abreu since he came back from the injury. Not a lot, but just a little bit. So I'd like to see him back sometimes later in the next couple weeks, see what he can do in the minors. But he's done a decent job since coming back from injury. He's 3-3 this season with a 4.0 ERA, 30 hits given up, 17 walks, 35 strikeouts, 30 games, 0 game starts, 35.1 innings pitched. I'll say they optioned Brandon Bielak to the minors. Bielak is 3-3 this season with a 5.26 ERA, 36 hits, 11 walks, 32 strikeouts, 23 games played, 0 game starts, 37.2 innings pitched. So yeah, I'd rather have Anoli Paredes and I'd rather call up Anoli Paredes or Brian Abreu than Brandon Bielak. I think he's if we're being totally honest here, he started the season very good. He started the season good, making great numbers starting the season, and then when we got to the middle part of the season, or not the middle part of the season, more of the second quarter part of the season, he just went downhill, and it keeps going downhill. I really hope he doesn't. I don't hope he loses his career because of this. You got to think about this, guys. Also, this is a guy that was drafted in 2017. We're talking about Dafael Rodriguez being drafted in 2016. Brandon Bielak was drafted in 2017. But moving on. Also, the Astros activated Phil Madden. Not Madden, like the coach. Matt with a Matt, like Matt Damon, like M-A-T. And then O-N. Phil Matten. I know people call him Phil. People call him Phil Madden, but I call him Phil Matin because people, when I say Phil Madden, I'm afraid people are going to be thinking, oh, you're talking about the legendary coach. No, so I call him Phil Matin. It's not Phil Madden. I know that's his name, but I call him Phil Matin so people don't get confused. I mean, if I said Phil Madden, would you think I was talking about the legendary football coach or a random relief pitcher that's on the Houston Astros? But yeah, activated him. He did a pretty good job today against the Giants. But yeah, I got 3 strikeouts, 1 inning pitched. Moving on, the one you've been waiting for probably, the Astros select the contract of Jake Myers, center fielder. I'm excited to see what he can do. I have a prediction that he'll start tomorrow at center field against the Giants. And we'll see like Tucker at right and left field Jordan. So that mean an off day for Brantley and McCormick. I'm pretty sure that's what that means because you're not going to give Jordan back-to-back off days. And so I don't know. Maybe I can either see left field Jordan, center field Jake Myers, right field Michael Brantley, or the same thing, Jordan, Jake Myers, and then Kyle Tucker. We'll see if the Astros would rather give McCormick and Brantley an off day, or McCormick and Tucker an off day. We'll see. I mean, he has to start tomorrow. Are you kidding? I mean, not only we've been waiting to see what this guy can do, but I mean, A Sunday is a perfect time to make your major league debut. Everybody knows. Usually the best day of the week to make your major league debut is a Saturday or a Sunday. That's for sure. That's just for sure. But yeah, that's the end of the video. I'm going to be totally honest today. I'm going to be totally honest. I did not watch the Astros game. That's why there will be post game. I don't feel like it's respectful to make a post game and not watching the game. So I'm not going to make a post game for a game I did not watch. But I was doing something important. I was making a little road trip. Went to Vidor, Texas. But on my way back, I did pass by Minute Maid Park, and because I'm making an Astros video right now, here are a couple pictures that took a Minute Maid Park for y'all to see. So here you go. That's it. The end of the video. Enjoy the Minute Maid Park pictures, and peace out. Go Astros.